All right, I'm going to hit the button then. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Share the Love Sundays. I'm just messaging Shaun. He'll be joining us very shortly. There we go. Welcome. Thank you for coming. As a lot of you know, we're talking to Shaun from the Simsational Gent today and his new channel, Simsational Wellness and Fitness. So that's very exciting. If you have a question for us or a question for Shaun or anything at all that you'd like to say, you can pop it in the chat box. We love hearing from you guys. Don't be shy. Say hi.
Yeah.
Just don't mind me whilst I try and...
No, well, I'm going to say hello to everyone who has greeted us today. Hello, Eleanor. Eleanor, elaborate. She says, I'm looking forward to this. Two of my favorite creators in one stream. Bless your heart. Hi, Shaun. Welcome.
Hi, Shaun.
And Flour, Eggs and Yeast. Flour, Eggs and Yeast say, go, Shaun, go. I don't know if you can hear without his headphones on. Okay, Dave and Kathy Hyde, hello. They're saying hello to us all. Hope you're all doing well. Omar far away. Hi, Anita. Hi, Rog. Hi, John. And hello, Canva Tutorials. Welcome, everybody. Please say hi if you want to and ask Shaun a question. Welcome, Shaun. He is still, I think he's still got technical issues. I'll leave Lucy to message him.
Hello.
I can hear now.
Ah, yes. Oh my gosh. I had the same issue, Shaun. I didn't have any sound either. So yeah, I don't know what's happening today.
Zoom doesn't like us today.
Well, I was trying to use my wireless headphones, but yeah, that's not gonna work now. It's all good.
That's okay. It's always good fun, isn't it? This going live thing. You never know if it's going to work.
Yeah, you know, it's the nature of what we do, right?
Yeah, you gotta live on the edge a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Nomadic Trio. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready to go.
Shaun?
I'm always ready.
Always.
I'll make it work.
Shaun, I'm sure a lot of people know you already, but in case anyone doesn't, can you tell us who you are and what your channel's about?
Yes, my name is Shaun C. I'm originally from New Orleans. We're going through it right now. I don't know if y'all know there's a hurricane down there, so there was things I was dealing with that, but let's not get into the negative at the moment. We're gonna go into the positive. And so yes, I'm a retired veteran. Well, it's just the same thing. I'm a retired Navy veteran. I did a lot of years on submarines. And so when I got out, you know, I was trying to find my way. And one of the things I thought of was starting this YouTube channel. And this channel has gone through a lot of iterations. So what this channel is currently about, it's about motivating people. It's about humor. It's about showing my life as an example so that others can learn to live their best life. And really, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to be an example to others to show that, like, you can accomplish so much. I have, and I'm that testament. And so I'm going to show you all things through my channel that I hope inspires you to get out and live your best life. As I drink from my tea.
Yeah.
I love that.
Let me get my pinky finger in the right position.
Yeah, of course. Drink that tea properly.
Awesome. And you mentioned there that your channel has changed since you started it. Why do you think that is? Why has it evolved and how has it evolved since you began?
Wow, that's a loaded question. There's a lot in there. I think, though, the reason why it's changed is as you start, you know, this is what, 8-9 months ago since we had our last interview. So yes. in that period of time, you're trying to figure out what works. And it's what works for you. You try to stay within the bounds of who you are doing this YouTube journey, but at the same time, you're trying to grow the channel. So it may be an instance of something that you love about your channel, and that you want to relate to people doesn't necessarily resonate the way you expect it to or the way you thought it was. So you make tweaks and you make changes. And so the channel originally started out with, one of the things they tell you is find a niche. So I figured everyone asked me for dating and relationship advice, so I started there. And then I realized, yeah, the rules right now, there's no rules in dating.
There's
right
no rules. The rules are, there are no rules.
There are no rules right now, okay?
That's
So
true.
I think that I meant well with that. I don't think that the advice was bad, but I think in an era where people's attention spans are really short, and I think there are a lot of people that are confused on where they're at. And I think it's just trying to figure it out. I mean, in this world, this economy, through this pandemic, right? There's so many changes. The way I would have had to go with a dating relationship channel is to the negative. And I didn't want to do that. Could I? Yes. But is that my personality? No. And so inevitably it wouldn't have worked out anyway. The second thing I did was sketch comedy. And I'll be honest, I still do sketches. Y'all, there was a sketch I did, two shows ago, whatever.
Oh, where's Mr. Johnson, by the way?
We miss Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson is trying to just relax through COVID.
He's having a break.
He's having a wee break. Everybody's doing their own thing. And so with that, I'm not giving up on that, because this channel is about humor. I believe that if you want to affect positive change, you show people through your action. You can show people through your personality. See, I can tell you to be happy, but if you don't see it coming from me, then you're not going to believe it. You see what I'm saying?
True,
and so
very true, yeah.
And I think one of the things that I love is to laugh. Right. I love to laugh. I love to have a good time. So if y'all don't know that about me already, that's the truth. Right. And so I will always do some sketches here and there. But where the channel is going is I started doing more showing you my life. And I started trying to do more positive things and show more motivational videos, because eventually I plan to, my goal, my dream has always been to travel the world, right? And so I'm going to make that happen. And so what I want you to see is this journey till I get there, right? I was slightly delayed, but that's okay. We can't go talk about that. I'm just going to sip from my tea for a second.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, it's good that it's not absolutely perfect, Shaun, because people will go, no, it's okay for him. He hasn't any glitches along the way. So, if there are ups and downs, I think that is better, for us viewing it rather than thinking, oh, gosh, you are wonderful, but he's so wonderful and everything just goes right for him. And, I think that's a good thing, actually, that it doesn't always go smoothly, because life doesn't, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I love that you said that, because I give no illusions that, and if you go through the channel and you start going through some of these, I don't know what to call them, episodes or shows. I really don't even know anymore. But if you start going through some of the episodes that I've had, you'll see that I talk about the negative. See, I was in a car accident 6.5 years ago. And imagine, I survived that. My airbag didn't go off. And I decided to play chicken with a bus. And I got bored and fell asleep. So the bus won. I survived. And that was supposed to be a joke. Man, that is terrible. I got to work on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep drinking the tea. Perhaps there should be something in there.
Pinky fingers up, people. Pinky fingers up. Yeah, no, I always talk about that, because that was the point that got me to where I'm at right now, right? If that hadn't happened, maybe I don't do this right now. Maybe I wouldn't have tried to take the path less traveled. I did nuclear engineering, y'all. That's what my profession was. I'm good at it, but it's boring to me. It's very boring. There's nothing special about that. Let me tell you what exciting is, people. Exciting is half an hour before trying to do this live stream, I was editing video and I was trying to do a race against time.
Yeah, I think everyone in the chat can relate to that. And just to recap what they're saying, Shaun, everyone sends their love prayers to everyone in New Orleans and the Gulf Coast. Nomadic
I
Trio
appreciate that.
says they're currently on the coast in Florida Panhandle, so not getting it as hard, but definitely praying for everyone in the mess. Oh, I saw something from hi Anthony. Hi, the Anthony D. Martini show says we're an active Navy family too, Norfolk, VA.
Okay.
And yeah, so sorry, the chat keeps moving, so I've lost it again. Thank you for your service. Yes, thank you, Shaun, and for you too.
Yes, thank you for your service. Excellent.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I've just tried to read something. Okay, well, there's lots going on in the chat. They're sort of chatting between themselves, I think. We'll come back to you
I
soon.
finally have it where I can see it a little bit with the sound off. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Well, my it's to this side of the computer, so it looks like I keep turning away from you all, but
Yeah, I've got it on
that's
my
what it
phone
looked
and
like
I'm
with me
like,
too. These struggles.
yes. I did have a question for you, Shaun, and it's completely gone out of my head. Oh, so when you mentioned your car accident, of course, people sometimes describe, these frightening experiences, maybe like near-death experiences, give them a whole new perspective on life. Do you feel like that was true for you? And if so, how do you bring that into your channel?
I don't think it was necessarily, I don't think I had this out of body near death experience. I think that not the way we see it on TV. I don't want to, I want to talk about it because I think that if you guys, actually, I'll bring it up and I don't want to get too somber with it, but I think that I can kind of just give you a vision of what I saw. I had passed out at the wheel. I'd been up for 24 hours. So when I hit, it woke me up, right? It woke me up for a split second and then I was knocked out again. So it was like it probably was way quicker, a fraction of a second. But in that fraction of a second, let me tell you something. I don't think that, I don't believe in necessarily, and I'm not saying, I want to make sure I'm careful when I say this. I understand the seriousness of people that have thoughts of harming themselves. I don't have those thoughts, right? But in that moment, in that split second, I was like, I just hope I go, because I thought in that second of all the trouble I'm about to go through, right? And I was in that second, I was like, and I've never had that thought before in my life, in my head. So. But I came to, and I was like, oh my God, yes. I didn't quite do that, but in that moment, I had a moment of clarity, and I was like, oh my, thank God I'm here. And so that moment, things just wasn't working right in my brain for a while. And I don't want to say wasn't working right. I just wasn't thinking. It's almost like it was a reset hit. So everything that I think about, I just think about it a little differently now, so where I might be a little bit more optimistic than some of you all in certain situations, or certain situations might actually affect people. And you're like, why aren't you emotional to this? And I'm like, I see it because I see the problem further out. Like, it may seem like it's a lot now, but it's not. Now, I'm not going to tell you I don't get emotional, right? I was about to leave here in 2 months. I got pretty emotional. You can watch that video too. But through it all, I always come to a clear moment. Hey, this might be for a bigger reason. This might be for a stepping stone to get here. And that's kind of where I use the car accident. So I use the car accident to kind of give me the motivation to realize I'm here. You all are still here. And as long as we're here every day, we can make change. We can sit here and lick our wounds, or we can appreciate every moment, because there are people that I know right now that aren't here that don't have that opportunity. So don't feel sorry for yourself. Count yourself lucky that you're here to affect your life every day and live your best life. Ooh, sorry, I went on that a little.
Oh, that was powerful. Drink some more tea. I'm going to have a little sip.
Yeah, I had to. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's why I have my Sunday's best on. Hold up real quick.
That is amazing. And it is really powerful. I think sometimes it's only in hindsight that we can see that bigger picture. So to be able to have that perspective when you're in whatever's happening, whatever stressful situation is, like, that's got to be quite a powerful thing.
You notice that people that have the biggest change you see in life, when they're like, I'm making this change. When does that happen normally? People wait for some bad or traumatic event to happen to either change in a positive direction or they go the other way. But it's usually something big in a person's life that branches you off or forks on the road. So before that event happens, why don't you go ahead and take the path that you want to take? You know what I mean? So I talk a lot about having
I think
plans.
a lot of people are scared of change, aren't they? I mean, I quite like change a lot of the time. A lot of people are very scared of change, I think. So, unless they have to do something, sometimes they find it hard to actually, be proactive and make a change. Something always holds them back, or there's always a good excuse, or do it tomorrow.
Yeah, because change is uncomfortable. And listen, I want to sit here and I want to give anybody an illusion. I still get scared of doing certain things. Listen, every time I get ready to go and do my live stream, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm like, is everything ready? Do I have everything together? Is my lighting right? I got the Hulk light today. I got the Hulk side here. Yeah.
Oh,
I went green today.
I love the green. I was going to say, actually, I love the green.
Yeah. Yeah, green's my favorite color. I love it.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Y'all lucky I didn't go like goth black or something today. Just had the little eyeliner and stuff.
Yeah. More somber tones.
My name is Shaun C. So,
I like the green. It's a nice, vibrant color.
Right, Shaun, talking of, making life maybe less stressful, taking decisions, you have started a second YouTube channel.
Yeah, why did I do that?
Why did you do that?
That's the question, Shaun. Why did you do that?
I can't imagine anything more stressful.
It's very stressful.
The Brit Girls were doing that. Yeah, so why did you do it?
I'm about to have myself committed.
You did.
I'm about to call the people on myself, okay? Let me tell you. So I thought it was going to be simple. And why did I think it was going to be simple? Because the niche that I'm doing in the new channel, so it's called Simsational Fitness and Wellness. It was originally my first channel. Actually, I had videos on there from years ago, but I put older
videos.
Yeah, I put 2 or 3 videos on there. I didn't do anything with it. I got rid of 2 of the videos. I left one of the hiking videos in there, and then you'll see it has 2 years under it. And I started it after I moved here. And so I had this vision of doing this channel where I'm going to do the fitness thing. And I realized one thing about fitness. I love helping people with fitness. What I don't like is being on some rigid schedule, or I'm sorry, schedule. I don't want to be.
Thank you. See, I both look confused.
Yeah, I'm sorry, schedule. I didn't want to be on the wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't want to. Okay, I don't work out every day. I don't want to show you all another channel with just watching me work out. Hey, watch me pump this iron. Yeah, right here.
Shaun, I wouldn't mind that.
Like you're missing a trick.
That's fine with me.
I can't. Well, okay, right now I'm doing a faceless channel. And because I want this channel to be successful because I really do want to help people. And you all in the chat, just to give you all some background on that. Obviously, I was in the military. The person that was in here that was also in the military, they'll understand. Yeah, right. So we have to stay in shape. Now, obviously, I was in the Navy, so we have some people that don't tend to do that. But that was never me. Okay, I always want to be one of the best.
Yeah.
In everything I do. So I remember toward the end of my career when I was the old dude, and my guys were like, "Why are you so intense?" And I said, "Because I will never let y'all be better than me." And they were like, "Oh my God, please just retire now, please." They'd be crying and sweating. They was like, "How are you still going?" And after I would run them around in the morning, you could hear me. There were captains and commanders coming out, and they were like, Hey, you that chief that's always screaming in the morning, yelling, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I was always that dude.
I love it.
So I would be yelling and they would come out and say, wow, that's just, I can feel you from way down the way. That's hella motivational. And I would run those dudes until they were tired. And you know what I would do right after that? I'd go play basketball for another hour.
Oh my gosh.
I'm tired just thinking about it, Shaun.
Yeah, me too.
And then for my lunch, I would eat a quick lunch and I'd play another hour or so of basketball during lunchtime.
Wow.
And then sometime I'd go to the gym afterwards too.
Gosh.
Like,
So-
where do you, like, this question, like, where do you just have like a natural abundance of energy, or like, what do you do to like?
No.
get the energy for that?
Let me just stop you right now. Okay. That was that Shaun. Okay. That was that dude that was in the military and it was gung ho. That was him. That's not me right now. Okay. Let me tell you. I feel like this. I'm not trying, look, I'm in pretty decent shape, but I'm not trying to have this V shredded 6-pack or none of that stuff, right? I like to, this is what the Simsational Fitness and Wellness is about. It's like, okay, I'll give y'all a great example. The Rock is about my height, 6'4", with 260 something pounds, 270 pounds, 280 pounds. Who knows how big this dude is right now, okay? He's just a massive man, okay? And that's fine if that's what you want to do. If you want to get to that size, you have to put in some serious work, but that's what you go for. That's not what I want to be. I just want to look nice in my clothes. I want to be like, you know what? That's a good looking man right there. You know what? That gentleman right there, he takes care of himself. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. I can tell. Yeah. Right. That's all I need. I'm just trying to look good in my clothes. That's pretty much where I'm at. Look, I keep just a little bit here, you know, there's abs underneath, but you know, I keep it a little.
Yeah, well, that's nice, you know. Yeah, something to
Yeah.
yeah. That's right, yeah.
But here's the thing. But there is a necessity still to eat better. There still is a necessity to get out there and at least work out, 2 to 3 days a week. No one's telling you got to be out there an hour sweating every day. No, just go ahead, put in your little 20 minutes, out. And I've done that and maintained. I'm telling you, the thing is the hard work that I put in before to make it to where I'm just maintaining.
Right. Yeah.
This is something I've been hearing more and more. Like, you don't need to do these huge long workouts. You can actually work out for like 20 minutes, half an hour. And I made
the mistake and I read something in the chat real quick. I'm sorry. I cut you off. Please keep that thought. But it was like Omar Faraway said, you had the ladies going for a second.
Omar, you know us so well. And I wonder if you were going a little bit as well, because you got a bit quiet.
I'm always excited. Plus, this tea is not helping. But,
don't need a cold shower in a minute. Omar.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn up the air conditioning.
but the Simsational Fitness, and like you were saying, Lucy, that you don't have to go that hard, right? You just have to put in a little time. What do you want? Then work toward it, right? If you are comfortable where you're at, then you're comfortable where you're at. But of course, there are consequences to not taking care of one of the two things that are the most important things we have on this planet: time and our health, right? If you don't have those two things, the rest of it doesn't matter.
Eleanor elaborates, says, that's where I am at. I am just walking more to look nice in my clothes and feel good. Perfect, Eleanor. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Look, I want to put.
Sorry.
I want to put in one last pitch for this.
Yeah, carry on, Shaun. Sorry.
One last pitch. I'm going to give you the information that I know that I've seen, because I've personally gone through it. I've helped others. And it's not one of those channels where it's like, I'm going to motivate you to be your best self, but I'm also going to be realistic about the things that I'm telling you. Do you understand? Like, some channels go so hard and you just can't keep up with it. You're like, I don't feel like this is for a normal person. I'm giving you normal people stuff, right? I'm giving you normal advice because that's where I'm trying to live my life at these days, where I just want to look good, feel good, have a good time. So anyway, sorry, that was my pitch. Yeah.
it makes so much difference when you start to feel better about your health, and like, you know, even like the way you look, like you say, like it's just like looking good in your clothes, it just affects everything else that you do. I think when you feel more confident in your body, like
Absolutely.
you take that into every other area of your life, and it just makes so much difference, I think.
Yeah, and it's not being vain or anything. It's just
No.
I feel good in my own skin. Period. That's really what it's about. Feeling good for you. Not for anybody else, not for the neighbor next door who keeps coming outside and flexing. You ain't got to do that, man. You ain't got to do that. I don't want to see all of that, okay? Put that away.
Shout out to Shaun's neighbor.
Actually, to be honest, it's me. I'm the one they hope they go inside.
Yeah.
Why you got to show off, man? Why you got to show off going to the gym
we were
every day?
talking earlier. We were talking before the other week about curtain twitches. I mean, I bet all your neighbours are sort of looking through their curtains.
Oh, he's out there
again.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is again. Look. Oh, come on and have a look.
I do have a neighbor. She pops out like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm going to the gym. I'm on that time. Just trying to get to the gym. You know, I'm on that schedule. You know, it's military. I can't be late. You know how that is.
Of course, yeah. I hate being late for things, and I hate people who are late. It's so annoying. Yeah.
Yeah. Feel good for you. That's what this channel is about too, right? Both channels. It's about live your best life, feel good for you. Enjoy this time you have. Appreciate every moment. Just every moment. You know what I mean? So now I also do a live stream on Wednesdays, and I've noticed that the topics are getting deeper, and I like that because there's a part of me that likes to be analytical about things too. Obviously, I told you I did engineering, so I like to analyze things, but on there, I try to like laugh and joke and have a good time. But I want to get that information out. You know what I mean? I want to talk about it. I don't want to just me putting out information. I want a robust conversation amongst the chat so we can talk about certain things.
Indeed.
You know, I think that makes it fun. So let me shut up so y'all can look at the chat.
I mean, let's look at that. Hi, Molly Cakes. Thanks for joining us. She says, what is your name? It's Shaun, Molly. And by the way, you have a great voice.
Yes. I was going to say that too. You've got such a good voice for voiceover.
I've been ready to like, I'm like, man,
you do a few
so that was what you were really doing beforehand.
I think I blushed a little bit. You can't see it in the green light, but
because the Hulk lights,
just a little the Hulk light,
I can see a glow, Shaun. Yes,
it's tough. It's tough.
Eleanor says she loves the mixture of information and comedy that you do.
And that's the thing, right? Like, look, again, people, like, I don't take myself like. I might come off that way, but I try not to take myself too seriously. I do like to have a good time. I like to joke around. Anybody that hangs out with me is just like, wow, just like you said, where'd you get the energy? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm high on life. You know what I mean? High on life. So as one person used to put it that I know.
Wow. And I think I said this to you, Shaun, actually, in one of your live streams. Like, it's nice to have a place where you can have deeper conversations, because so often we don't necessarily have time for them in our everyday lives. So to actually have a place where people can come each week and have conversations about like the deeper stuff is actually quite nice.
Yes, you do.
Also have a laugh.
Yeah, and so the other way I structured it, like, because there is, if you noticed in there's topics, and that allows me as a creator to be able to go back to it and have more content for later, because I can, like, that's what I just did. I just diced up that last live stream. I don't like the way it came out in terms of the video quality isn't good, but people will watch a bad looking video as long as the sound is good. But if you have a great looking video and the sound is bad, people will cut out of that. So
that's so true. Yes, it makes a huge difference. The sound is so important. Yeah.
Absolutely. So so there's one thing to repurpose that. The other thing is, let's say you're like, okay, Shaun has his live stream. Even if you don't watch the live stream, I set it up such that it sounds like a podcast, or at least that I'm flowing to where the information is going, right? So I got to keep talking. And that way, even if you just listen to it in your car or you just turn it up, That's the way I'm trying to set it up. So you can listen to it or you can watch it, whatever. You want to see my ugly mug over here, that's okay. And I mean ugly mug, I mean this one.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I think that's good because with a longer, like a live stream, people are busy and they might not be sitting all the time. They may be doing things or folding the
Yeah.
washing or cooking a meal or something. So
Yeah.
it's good that the sound quality is really good because so many channels, the sound quality isn't very good. And I find I have to put my headphones on sometimes to listen because the visuals are great, but I can't always hear the sound very well without the headphones on. So that's a bit of a shame, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's one of the things that I try to pay attention to in every video that I edit. I actually, for the equipment I have, I now know where to set my limiter. Like I have it, I call it the Shaun volume, and I set it and I know it's good. Right.
Yeah.
So once you learn that, and that's just one of the things that we've, you're a content creator, you start doing this for long enough, you start making changes. And that's why the channel is changes, because I've evolved in this process. I'm evolving, and I hope that the end result is something very beautiful.
Yeah. And we talk about this sometimes on these lives, like it's okay to learn as you go. Like I think a lot of people think they have to be perfect to start with, and that can kind of stop them from even trying, because it just seems too scary. But like, it's okay to evolve as a creator in this process.
Oh,
and
yes.
Yeah, to get better at things like sound, because our sound wasn't very good at all at first, was it, Mum?
It really was. The sound was awful. We were just recording on an iPad and the sound was really, really not good. And we, did a number of things to improve it. And I still think we can, we probably could have a lapel mic or, something like that. Well, we haven't done that yet, but it's a case of, evolving, as you say, but also affording all the equipment. Unless you're very lucky, you can't afford to splash out immediately on all the latest technical equipment, but you just do it as you go along.
So I would say that if you're going to make any investment, as long as your phone does high resolution, some type of high resolution 1080 or higher, and I would say you can start off with a good pair of headphones. But if you don't, I would say invest in that lapel mic. See, I can reach right over here. So this is my lapel mic here.
Right.
This is like a boom mic that if I, the little boom mic I could set up on there. So every now and then I splurge and I buy equipment. But here's the other thing that you all may not know. There's a light on me right now, right? And it's a light box, a soft box. And it's because doing my research over the year I've been doing this, you want that, if you can get that soft glow light on you, well, that soft box, I went to Walmart, bought a whole bunch of materials and made it out of cardboard or a poster board and a shower curtain and an HD light and aluminum foil.
Wow.
That's impressive.
That is impressive because we just went to Amazon.
Yeah. And I have all kind of equipment in that thing. So I just buy a little bit here and there. I'm like, okay, where can I improve a little bit better? Look right here. Y'all looking at my green screen right now. Okay. This thing used to be on its own holder. And then what happened is you don't realize how much wind or air is circulating through your house. So the thing moves. So what you would see in the background is it waving. And so you can see the green come through on the green screen.
Yeah.
Now I have it on a wall. So you don't see the green screen as much when I do certain things. It looks a lot better. And that's the thing. You learn something new, you improve. I still watch other channels that tell me how to improve all the time. Matter of fact, I probably watch that more than I watch TV shows. Actually, I don't really watch a lot of TV. So just what it is.
Good what you said about the green screen. We definitely need to do that. And we've got some comments in the chat, Shaun, just one moment.
Ready to go.
X and Yeast said we just had to replace our mic because the fireworks blew out our last one.
Oh, no. Oh, that's a shame.
Dave and Kathy Hyde ask, what is a sound limiter? I don't care for the changing volumes. We have trouble with that sometimes. I have a real slow process of editing to try to fix that. is there an easy way? Because Dave and Kathy do a lot of outdoor filming, you know, travel vlogs and
Right.
things. Is there any advice you can give them on that?
Yes, I don't know what editing software they use, but in the editing software, there are like video, like basically things you can do to enhance your video, but there's also an audio section. And so that audio should say either gain volume or limiter, right? Look for that, either gain volume or limiter. And all you're doing is just setting your max volume. If you have a limiter, it's better because
Right.
when you have that little scale that goes up and you see, like if you had a scale that you can watch and it goes up into the red and it sounds all right,
Yeah.
all blurry, you can set the limiter down so it never crosses and gets into the red. So no matter how much I yell, it will keep itself regulated. And so if you can find that in your software, that's the best way to do it. I don't have any special equipment. It's just that in my editing software, it has a limiter. And so what I do is I set my little volume and I go, and I know exactly where it needs to be at because I've been doing this long enough now. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's good advice.
Yeah,
We have
honestly,
a little what do we call our little thing? Road mic, don't we? We call him the furry fella, but I don't know what the technical thing is. One of those. Have you got the furry fella there, Lucy?
Yeah,
that we put.
he's in here.
That we
like
put over the road. We put a little road mic. Yeah, they're the furry fellas. We put those over the microphone.
So let me tell you, I've had this mic for a while. I don't use it a lot. I just found out today what that was for. Not gonna even lie to you.
Oh, you're kidding. Well,
we're always learning, aren't we?
Yeah, we use the furry fella indoors as well. We always use our Rode mic with the furry chap on because it just sounds better with our camera for some reason.
I think because oh, sorry, go on.
No, I'm gonna say if you all figured that out, that's really good.
Yeah.
If you guys have figured that out, but this is for if you're like outside.
Yeah.
And so this will provide you, this little foam thing on the mic will provide you some protection. But if you're outside, it gets really windy, this will stop it even more. And that's what it's for. Just found that out today.
Cool. And it's honestly so effective. Like we've done some experiments, like trying it with it on and off and like to hearing the difference.
Inside,
and it makes
outside.
So much difference when you have the little furry fella on. So if anyone does outdoor filming, then that would definitely be a good investment, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And the animals can attack that first.
Yeah, exactly. Before they attack
not. Okay. Let's have a look. Dave and Kathy says, they use Wondershare Filmora, which Lucy uses. That's the slow way I use. I think you use that for the sound, don't you, Lucy?
Yeah.
Filmora.
I think it does have a limiter. We've kind of worked it out where we're the right distance away from the microphone usually, that it doesn't matter too much, and then I just go in and manually tweak it. But there have been a couple of times where we've used that too, and it is a useful tool, especially if you are moving closer and further away from the microphone and talking to other people, because people talk at different volumes and that's useful.
Okay, so they call theirs a furry cat, by the way, not a furry fella.
Look at the
everyone's got their own name.
Who put the dead cat? That's crazy.
Who put the dead cat? Oh no! Oh, it's a bit macabre, isn't it? No, not the dead cat. Don't offend all those cat lovers out there.
Yeah, people love their cats.
Molly Cake says, I'm just learning how to do filters to make me look 20. Oh my God, Molly, if you discover the secret to that, please share. And we use the soft boxes that we talked about earlier because they do help. I am at my parents' house in the UK, so no light, just a light above me, so don't judge. I'm not using anything, as you can see. Okay, so Canva tutorials, like it or not, says I use a limiter too. I have a limiter for my microphone and a different setting for my Sony camera in Shotcut. It's the one reason where I'm glad I switched from OpenShot to Shotcut.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
I think I use Shotcut as well. Am I? Yeah, I do use Shotcut. That's exactly what I edit with. So it's really easy to use. And there's a limiter in there in the audio. And, I set it to like 11 minus 1.5. And for my mic
Right.
and everything like that, and you have to set it for your mic too, right? So
Yeah.
once you do that, it's a go. Just copy and paste it into each scene, and it works like a charm.
Good. Okay. Oh, and Omar Faraway has been very rude about our green screen video, Lucy. Do you remember what that was one of our very first videos? We were attempting to, we hadn't bought a frame or anything. We were attempting to hang it over the door, which failed. And then we were propping it up over the doorway with cushions. And yeah, thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah. That was way back. That was probably like the 4th or 5th video we ever released.
Yeah, that was.
You all had some gnarly special effects in a couple of those videos. Like, and I would say it was like 4 or 5 months ago. I mean, maybe it was after Halloween or something. All I know is I saw crazy. I was like, oh, what are they using? That's amazing. Y'all had lightning bolts or thunder, or y'all throwing stuff. What was y'all doing in that video?
I do love special effects.
That was
the
Lucy on the
superhero thing.
Superheroes, yeah. You had a pack, didn't you, in Filmora that?
So yeah, with Filmora, there's something called film stocks that you can use, which is like additional special effects and stuff like that. And a lot of them are free. We now pay for a subscription so we can use more. But that superhero one is completely free if you use Filmora. So
y'all can't give me the superhero pack. I be putting out all kind of videos. Like, I just want everyone to know
videos.
I am changing the channel again. It will be a superhero channel.
Oh no!
Please do. I mean,
be like a low budget Marvel Studios over here and stuff. Like, we call in the bum from down the street. Like, come on here, come on. I need to use you in here. I need you for my next production.
Well, you'll probably be a cult channel, won't it? You know, these sort of things are. It could be the way to go. So
it could take off.
Yeah, instead of getting my normal audience, it'd be like a bunch of I don't have my glasses nearby. I don't want to make them mad. I don't make anybody mad. You should laugh at it. It'd be a bunch of juniors. I'm ready to see more superhero stuff.
Hi, Junior. Nice to meet you. If anyone doesn't know, this is one of Shaun's, would you call them alter egos? One of your characters?
One of my caricatures.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, welcome in the kitchen with Karen. Thank you for joining us. And just to say, if you're watching this live, please give us a like. And if you haven't done so already, please check out Shaun's channel, The Simsational Gent, and his second channel, The Simsational Wellness and Fitness, or Fitness and Wellness?
Simsational Fitness and Wellness.
Simsational Fitness and Wellness. And I'll put the link to that one as well in the description. And just to say, next week, we have got the fabulous Omar Faraway talking to us next week. We are so excited. So please come along and check that out. Same time next Sunday. Okay, I've done all my promotional bit, Lucy. Off you go.
Okay, we'll go back to the interview.
I took us way off track. I apologize.
So, Shaun, what are some of the biggest challenges that you've come across doing YouTube, and how have you overcome them?
I think that the biggest challenge is really not getting too down about numbers or really and truly. I'll be really honest, and there's a buddy of mine in the chat, at least he was, but listen, it'd be nice to blow up and be monetized and all that stuff. And I know that all that's coming. I'm not even worried about that. I love the art. I love the craft. So the hardest challenge that I face is time. And I have a lot more time than a lot of you do. I can already promise you I do. And even I find it hard to make time to do everything that I need to do. So what I would say is that there was a point in time that I went back to work, right? I think it's been a couple of months now. So So 4 months ago, I went back to work because I had this idea. I'm gonna pay all the rest of my debts off. I'm gonna get ready to move to South America, right? I was about to do all this stuff. And I was working 12 to 13-hour days. So if you go back through that stretch, you'll see I was barely I put out a video 1 week, 2 weeks, another video, 2 weeks, another video, or, it was really tough. And I was stressed out and I just was in a really bad place. Physically, I wasn't working out anymore. I just wasn't in a good spot. But I made a lot of money though. I made a lot of money.
There's always an
Oh my
upside.
God. That money was rolling in, baby. But once I was able to start making videos again, especially getting back into that routine, because it's a process, right?
Yeah.
And I had to like force myself to like, hey, I might have to put in 5-6 hours on this video. And I just didn't have that discipline. It went away for a little bit while I was working. So I just work an hour and I mess around and stuff. But what I came to know at the end was I love doing this. I love doing this, whether there's one person cheering me on or if I have over 1 million subscribers cheering me on. You know what I mean? Like, I do this for the love. I hope that you guys get something from it. I hope that you're entertained. I hope that you feel like, man, that's just a positive message I needed today. Or maybe you need to hear me battle Alexa and see how Alexa can ruin your life. Okay?
Everyone needs to check out that video if they haven't already, by the way. I laughed for so long. Go and look at the Alexa video.
There will be a part 2 to that one.
Oh, yes.
Popular demand. There's so much you can do. There's so much you can do with that video or with that premise. I'm like, yeah, that might be a series every other, once a month.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Definitely.
My battles with Alexa and technology, that'll.
I think we can all relate to that.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And I
I'd like to say,
I'm sorry.
I was just going to say hello to a couple of, hi, Paul Gaming. He says, hello, you 3 legends. Hi, you legend yourself. And Neil, Neil, I have a story to tell you. I haven't said hello to you yet. And I know you said something earlier. So hello. If you're watching in the chat, please ask questions, say hi, chat amongst yourselves. Yeah, carry on.
What was I going? Oh yes, I think you're right, Shaun. I think it is just a matter of time for each of us, like on YouTube. And sometimes it's so easy to kind of get impatient and want things to move faster because, like you say, it's a lot of work we have to put into these videos, isn't it? And sometimes if you don't get many people watching, it can be like, it can hurt. But I think what you said well there is like it's going to happen. You keep putting videos out, inevitably it's going to happen. And if you keep learning and if you keep improving the content and if you keep listening to your subscribers, like if people are telling you we love this video,
right,
make more stuff like that. And I think that was really inspiring, so I like that.
I just, again, I think that you grow with this process. There's if you're not taking the time to, and I'm not saying all the time, right? But if you're not taking the time to like, okay, what can I do to make this better, a little bit better? And that could be for some of your channels, getting a better microphone, right? Or like I've been trying to speed up the pace of my videos, right? So that's what I've been doing, like pacing. That's something brand new I've been working on. And I can't get it right every time, but at least now I think about it now when I'm watching the replay of the video. For someone else, it may be like, okay, you go off script, but maybe you need to be on script. And some of the people that get on script maybe need to go off script because you work better free flowing from your brain. So, I mean, there's so much that we can like, okay, I could tweak this and make this better. Listen, as long as anyone subscribes or watch my channel, know that I'm trying to make it better all the time for you guys, all the time, right? I want it to be a better product. So I'm about improvement, and that's what the channel is about. That's what the Simsational Gent is about. It's about self-improvement so that you live the outcome you want in your life.
So Shaun, where are you hoping to not end up on your journey, but where are you traveling to? So where, say, will we see you maybe in the next few months? Where is your intention to go in the future with your channel, with doing this? Well, what is, have you got an end goal in mind, or are you just going to see how it goes and move with the changes? Are you very goal oriented?
I know exactly where I want to be at with the channel, because the channel is an extension of my life. So when you see me, when you see some of the episodes, it's you taking you all with me when I do certain things. That's some of the episodes, right? I went out boating a month or so ago. I took y'all there. I showed you me being up on stage. There's me in Hawaii. There's me in Mexico, right? So if I go somewhere, I'm gonna take you all with me and let y'all see that. The channel, though, I think that the being a motivational channel doesn't necessarily always get you a lot of views, but I think that that goes in line to where I'm trying to go, and that's being a full-time travel vlogger. And I want to experience new adventures and new cultures so that it makes me a better person. And I hope that by sharing that with others, that it maybe lights a spark in your life, or just, makes you smile one day, or gives you a little more hope, or whatever. I just want to reflect that positive energy back to the people that watch. And so my overall goal in life is to travel probably for the rest of my life and live my truth. And I will take you all on that journey. And that's where the channel's going.
Oh, that's really, we should look forward to that. I mean, travel does, they say, broaden your mind, and it's wonderful to actually, obviously Lucy and I have done it already. We've moved to a different country. Several people in the chat have done so, and adapting to different cultures, getting to know all sorts of different people, different experiences. It does sort of broaden your outlook, and it makes you feel like you grow, because you're not. There's nothing wrong staying in one place, but it's nice to visit or live somewhere else for a while and just experience that, I feel.
Absolutely. And again, well, for you all that don't know me, I'm gonna blow your mind. I wrote this down when I was 17 years old, right? It's in my living room right now. Under there is my senior book. And one of the things was, if you read the page on where do I see myself, I am surprisingly not that far off. Wow. And because when you write stuff down, and I think I had this on an episode, but the people that plan and write stuff out are more likely to reach their goals. So even though I couldn't see the end result at the age of 17, decades passed, I was able to, I'm close. Again, I have some things I have to take care of here in the States first. But once that's done, I'll be ready to go. I'll be selling all this. I'm trying to downsize and minimize my life, because this is just things like this little bracelet is just a thing. I don't need things. I want experiences. I want to make these connections. That's what life is about, right? That's what we should be aspiring to be, our best self.
Yeah. How easy do you find it? I know you've spoken about this a little bit, but when plans have to change and things don't go how you want them, how easy is it to stay positive, and how do you refocus and adapt and change your plans?
I just cry on the floor.
Yeah, me too.
I cry. I cry for the kids. I'm sorry, man. I cry for everyone. Can't do it. No.
Don't show that in the videos.
No.
I don't know. I'm actually a little more serious. No, I'm not. I was a military guy. So when you're in the military, things go wrong all the time, right? Like there are things that I had to train for like worst case scenarios. Like you are training to stop your own death if this thing occurs. And so you have to be able to adapt quickly and think quickly and whatever. The great thing about not being in that setting and when stuff goes wrong in this setting is I have time to meditate. And I want to clarify, meditation for me, I believe that it's a little different. It's not you just fold your legs and you hum. That may help you to clear your mind, but meditation is really just being in your mind and working it out, coming to a peace and a calm. And so what I do is when I'm meditating, I like to play chess in my head with my life. And I see if I make this move, I can kind of see where things are going to go. And that's how I make decisions based on all the chess moves. So I'll play it out like it's a game of chess. If I do this, nope, that could happen. If I do this, and that's how I meditate until I come to like, this is what we're doing.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of people say meditation helps them. And I think meditation, like you say, is a little bit different for everyone. Everyone's got their own version. You know, some people meditate whilst they walk. Some people meditate like sitting or lying down. And some people just try and clear their mind. And I think it is, I used to do it. And then I got a puppy and now she never leaves me alone. But I think it is really helpful.
If you meditate, you get that face lick.
Yeah.
More like
it's like right there, and I'm like, what are you doing that doesn't involve me?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, but it is hard, isn't it? I find it hard because if I'm not doing anything, I feel guilty that I'm not doing something. You know what I mean? And I feel like, oh, I should be doing this. I shouldn't be just sitting and thinking. I should just be doing. And it's this guilt thing. I think that I should be doing something all the time. And
well, let me put it to you another way.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same principle that keeps you from the gym, where you like, well, I feel guilty if I don't put in this much time. Kind of works the other way. It's like we waste time scrolling through our phones or doing something, right? We waste 5 minutes all the time, right? You can waste 5 minutes in line or 20 minutes in line somewhere. That's 20 minutes you're not getting back. So what harm does it take to take about 5 minutes, set a little timer on your phone or a little alarm, and you sit there and just close your eyes and just think on things that you need to think about, what moves you need to make. Find something that you want to focus on and put all your thoughts into that. Now, I think I saw in the chat, what do I use to meditate? Typically, I don't use anything, but there's a channel on YouTube called Binaural Beats. And so it uses different tones and frequencies, and they're supposed to do different things. So sometimes I'll put that on when I'm going to bed, but I'll set a timer on it, because if not, I have too vivid or lucid dreams, and that gets crazy.
Interesting.
So.
Yeah. That's good advice, and I'm going to take your advice and try to take some time out.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
Right. This woman doesn't stop at all.
No, so my parents say, because I'm here looking after, so I happen to look after them, they go, do you ever stop? You should stop. You should stop. I go, well, I've got too much to do. I've got too much to do. So yes, I continue.
If you took 5 minutes and let's say you laid out on the couch and you said, I'm going to meditate. Let's say you passed out and fell asleep. Then obviously you needed that nap. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of works out both ways.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll give it a go, as they say.
Give it a go. Come on, Mum.
Give it a
go. Great. Well, I can't believe it's been an hour already, but should I ask Shaun our last question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Gosh, it's gone so fast, Shaun. But if anyone has a question or a comment, now would be a great time to pop it in the chat. And our last question is, if you could boil down everything that you've learned on your YouTube journey or journeys now so far and offer it as a piece of advice to someone who's maybe thinking about starting a YouTube channel or someone who's just started their YouTube channel, what advice would you give to someone to kind of send them on their way?
Don't do it. I'm just
Don't do it.
Don't even start, okay? Do not start it. Do not start your YouTube journey, right? If you want long hours, do not start if you want, few views on something. Don't start your YouTube journey if you don't like editing for hours at a time. Don't start your YouTube journey if you find you have no friends that want to watch it. Don't start your YouTube journey if don't start this if you want to not be famous. Okay, don't start it. Do not do it. Actually, no, do it. Do it. What I've learned is that, again, I had there was the first time I told you guys that, okay, I learned to, you pick up things, you learn, you adapt, you grow. I think that what I learned from working, and now, I'm back to my gentleman status again, temporarily. I think what I would say now is that I missed it.
Mhm.
Like, I hate it and I miss it at the same time. Like, I feel good when I create. See, I did engineering for so many years and it's so technical, and it is, oh, you got to be more professional, because y'all can see this personality probably wouldn't work in there in that environment. Okay. And but it gets, I love doing this. I love, again, I love going from technical to creative. And it gives me something to, it gives me purpose. Right? It gives me purpose. So
that's so important, isn't it? I think it's so important in life to have purpose, and I think it's great. So many of our friends, are retired, but they're going on this journey and doing all this, and I think it's great. I said before, it doesn't matter what stage you are in life. It's lovely to do that. Oh gosh, hang on, I've lost you all.
We're still here.
Sorry.
Yes. I think. Do you think this is addictive, Shaun? I think we find it very addictive.
I'm think so sorry. Too. The grandparents are Skyping, and I don't know how to stop it.
Oh, it's there's some highs and lows with this, but I think that it's worth it if you're trying. See, I knew that this was going to be at a minimum a 2-year effort. So before I started, if you're not willing, this is my other advice. If you're not willing to give it 2 years, maybe you're just doing it casually. So you don't really have to put that type of pressure on yourself. But if you really wanted to do something, you may get lucky and you may, blow up or whatever. But the reality is it takes time for most people. And so I think that you have to say, this is my journey. This is a part of who I am. And you have to be willing to I say give it 2 years. Like I said, I knew that I was like, okay, I'm dedicated 2 years, no matter what happens, 2 years is going to happen. Okay. So in this next year, I think I put out right under 100 videos. I would have been over 100 videos had I not been working for those couple months. But I endeavor to put out 150 videos this next year.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We're going hardcore on this one. And
yes. Well, we'll be there right alongside you.
Oh, wait. And that's with me with a whole nother channel. I still have to put out videos for that channel too. I am insane. So you also have to be a little crazy. You have to be a little touched in the head. You have to be, something got to be wrong with you to want to jump on this YouTube journey. But you know what? That's what makes you great. That's what makes you unique. Do it.
Love it.
Love it. Well, what a way to end. That was perfect, Shaun. Thank you so much. What a great finale. Thank you so much for being a wonderful guest. Thank you so much, everyone in the chat. There's some lovely messages in the chat about you, Shaun, that we didn't get time to read out. So if you get a chance, have another read. Please.
Yeah, I'm looking. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. And please tune in next week for Far Away, same time, same place. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Shaun. Thanks, everyone.
No problem.
Bye.
Great time, y'all. Bye.
Bye.